So I was thinking, or no, this was a topic in a previous video in which I lasted in the game for about 20 seconds, but I liked where I was going with it, and the point was, and the reason why I lasted that long, by the way, I landed and tilted. The topic was who should pay for dinner between man and woman, man and man, whatever you're into. And I've always had kind of like a straight up understanding of right from wrong. This is the way I was brought up. It's the way that I see things. And I've also understood that, like, people see my perspectives as rather outlandish and I don't want to say far out, but not exactly status quo. My perspective and my standing has always been he who invites the other party out should always pay. It's just the way it is. It's not a man or woman thing. It's like, if I don't want to do something, but you want to do it, well, that's great. But that's what you want to do. I'm not dragging your ass out of bed Sunday in the morning to do something you don't want to do. You might as well just go to church, So, yeah, that's kind of where I stand on that issue. Why would anybody even want to feel as though this person invited me out, I have to pay? What rational male specifically would see that and think, oh yeah, that's a good deal for me. That's the kind of relationship I want. A relationship where every time she wants to do something, I gotta pay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying I haven't done it. Or just pay for everything the girl wants. But it's also like, I don't care about 99% of the things you do. I just don't. I'd like to. I'd like to learn. It's the process of a relationship, right? But, you also got to meet me halfway, and to some degree. And that halfway is you not feeling like a gold digger, right? I don't want you to feel that way. So let's work through it. Let's deal with it. Let's find a way to find common ground. And the way I've found that historically in relationships, not that any of mine have worked out, but the way I've found it is by telling her that if you invite me out, you pay. If I invite you out, I pay. And that's also a bit of a dilemma because I don't like going anywhere. So with some of the women that I've been with, they don't want to feel so much like, I mean, obviously they know what they're doing when, I'm paying for a bunch of their shit. But they don't want to feel that way, so to speak. So I go, okay, whatever the sales tax on whatever we buy, right? Clothes, food, whatever that sales tax is. And typically, in comparison to the actual meal or the actual clothes that we buy, it's like nothing. It's like nothing. So I say, just pay me that, and we'll call it even. Just so she doesn't feel, like... Because obviously I don't want to make anybody feel that way for any reason. But it does happen. They have consciences. They have consciences. Conscience? Whatever. You get my point. They're human too. And they just don't want to feel like they're, using you for their own means. And that's just kind of what the relationship is. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, That's exactly what it is. But it's, relationships are sacrifices of different kinds for an equal objective, which is happiness. So that's my perspective on the issue. Now, I know there's like other schools of thought where, like, a man should be a quote unquote man and pay for everything. I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. First of all, there's nothing that defines you as a man other than a penis. That's an awful characteristical trait or call out to say people should do this, or that because of something they can't control, right? An appendix. My appendix is what keeps my, you're telling me my appendix is making me broke? No, that's not what it is. It's you. And then it gets into the make more money debate. It's like, well, why don't you either stop asking for dumb shit or get a job and pay for your own shit, right? And they don't want to do that. A lot of them do. But the ones that don't, they'll start to project on you, and it'll be a whole other shebang. No, I'm alright, fellas. Don't worry. Oh, that's great for me. But that's my perspective. I'm not saying the man shouldn't pay for most of everything, because naturally I think we should. And I know that completely goes against everything that I've just said, but I would never want my woman to have to go to work and deal with just the menial bullshit that I have to deal with on a daily basis for money. That's just my perspective. That's a big reason why, like, I always say men are better than women. Not because of some ego thing, but I would give up my life for my woman's happiness, for her sanity, for her ability to just be a mom, to be a girl, to be out and about, and not have to worry about the annoyance of knowing the stupidity of having to be, a corporate jester for the betterment of a company's bottom line profit that she doesn't really benefit from. Oh, do they know I'm here? Let me get to them. Oh, damn. Oh, we're dead. No. Well, that was a good one. Thanks for watching.